had such a beautiful day yesterday. It was probably like a perfect day in my opinion. The sun was shining, it was so warm, felt like spring is coming, and I just spent a lot of my day outside yesterday. I got outside right in the morning, spent a lot of the day outside. I sat on the rocks beside the ocean for like 2 hours and just existed, like without touching my phone, just watching the waves come in, sitting in the sun, and just being present and alive. It was just really beautiful to be able to take the time to do that. Oh my god! Wow. Oh my gosh, that's heavy. Okay, let's do a grocery haul because I love food and food makes me happy. So, first of all, we got 2 almond milks. I got some mushrooms. I got some buns, green onions, oranges, 2 tofus, as well as turmeric and nutritional yeast. Do you know what these things are going to create? Tofu scramble. Because I don't know why I've been craving tofu scramble so much. So I'm going to be eating that for supper, and I'm going to eat it with those buns. That's going to be so good. The pretzel buns are so good. Oh my gosh. Oh, I love food. It's the best. Last thing I got, another tofu. This one's spiced with Moroccan. That's really good to eat with rice. And then I got this drink. That's it. Pledge allegiance with your hand, your team, your vibes don't. One thing I've been being really conscious of this year is my phone usage. and really trying to keep my screen time under 3 hours. Right now is a bit difficult because there's this game on my phone that I just discovered, and I just keep playing it, so that has been bringing up my screen time. So once I get that under control, I'm confident I can get my screen time under 3 hours. Actually, last month I was doing really well with this, but this month with this new game, it's been more of a struggle. I've been above 3 hours, which isn't good because, you know, screen time is linked with increased anxiety, increased stress. Life passes by faster because of ghost time, which I've talked about before. It's this really crazy phenomena, but if you think about it, it makes sense because basically when you are using your phone, your brain doesn't recognize that as time passing, because when you're out living your life in the real world, your brain can obviously process that as time passing. But when you're on your phone, your brain doesn't recognize that as time going by. So you're on your phone for like an hour, 2 hours, and you look up and you're like, oh my gosh, where did those 2 hours of my life go? Because social media and the way algorithms and whatever things are, they're just like so quick. Your attention span is being brought from one thing to the next to the next. And in order for your brain to process time passing, you need to be focused on one thing for like a few minutes. But everything on our phones just passes by so fast. You're jumping from one thing to the next. Your brain just cannot process that as time going by. So that's why when you were a kid and you were out playing outside and you were just living life without being so distracted by all this technology, life seemed to pass by slowly and you were able to enjoy life. And, you know, now that we're adults, like especially when I entered my 20s, life has just gone by so fast. And I think ghost time plays a part in that, because now that we're adults, we have cell phones, and, you know, a lot of people like to be glued to their phones as an escape. I know YouTube and TikTok is like really bad escape mechanism for people. It's like an unhealthy way to escape reality. Yeah, so now that we're adults and we have these like phone addictions, let's just be frank and call it what it is. Life is passing by so fast, and each year I feel like is going by faster, in my opinion, and I know other people are feeling it too. Like each year just goes by so fast now, and I'm like, what the heck? Like, why is time going by so fast? And I think it's because there's two reasons for this. Ghost time, because we are not being present enough in our lives, and two, we're not doing enough new things. We each have our own set routines and the set things that we like to do, but they're all things that we have done before. When you do things that you have done before, your brain knows what's coming. It's easy for your brain to kind of glide along and not pay as much attention to things that you're familiar with. Like, you know, when you're driving home from work, you kind of don't have to pay as much attention to the road because you know that road. You've been on it so many times before, and before you know it, you're back at your house already. That's an example. When we do new things, when we travel to new places, when we do new hobbies, when we meet new people, anything that is new that you're introducing to your brain slows down to process that. Your brain slows down to process that, and it can make time feel slower. That's why when we were kids, time also felt like it was going slower, because the world around us was so new to us. We were learning so much new stuff. As we're adults, we have found these routines. We found our hobbies that we like to do. We found the people that we like to hang out with, and it's rare for us to go outside of our comfort zones and experience new things. But that's also why time is passing by quicker, because our brain is not experiencing new things to help time slow down, to help your brain process this new thing that it's coming into contact with. So I hope that's some food for thought for you. That's what I've been thinking about recently, and that's also why I love traveling so much and experiencing new things, is because it really does help time slow down. And it's beautiful to step outside of your comfort zone and step outside of your routine and do something new, and it feels like life is actually being lived instead of just doing the same thing every day and life is passing you by and you're wondering why all the years are going by so fast now. So think about that. Think about that.